Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome once more to Retro Spectrum as I look down at the control panel and not into the camera. How are you doing? Ewan Spence here with another look at the ZX Spectrum. Gotta be honest, sat down tonight and went, I feel like doing some streaming, but I don't feel like doing any of the big twitchy fast arcade games. So I've had a little bit of what we had recently, Green Beret, Wekland Mo, Mr. Doe, all been quite twitchy arcadey games and just felt something just a little bit slower tonight. So in the grand spirit of stuff, I've had a look through the archive and decided what is especially needed tonight is pub trivia. Yes, from the team published by Codemasters, Supersonic Softwares, Peter Williamson, Andrew Williamson, Michael Sanderson, and David Whitaker, according to World of Spectrum, come up with this little beauty from quite late in the run of the Spectrum, and it has to be said in 1990. And look, I just had a quick check beforehand. I saw one question to make sure that everything was actually running in terms of the joystick. But other than that, I have no idea what's coming up. I have a vague memory of playing this one some time ago. So we're just going to have to see, aren't we? Right then, pub trivia. Here we go. Okay, number of players, 1. Good for me. High scores, load questions. I've only got a Z80 file, so maybe there were more on the cassette tape. Thankfully, it's set up to do a Kempston joystick. It's very sensitive. Very sensitive, and it only does down. Okay, right, fair enough then. Okay, so half the first game is trying to get the cursors onto start game. There we go. Oh, it's saying 1989 there. Okay, right then. Pick a player. Who looks most like me? None of them. They all have hair. What do we reckon? Should we go for number 4? Let's go for number 4. Yeah, don't quite look like that, and I can pretend to push. That's either glasses or a weird Pokeball. Right then. Okay. Mystery, showbiz, or sport. Let's go for showbiz in the middle. Okay, start, pass, A, B, C. 50 points. Right, okay. Who's a friend called Jiminy Cricket? Oh, that's Pinocchio. We have a timer at the top of the screen. Nice clear font. Okay, that's quite fine with that. Okay, right, so, music or Joker? Ooh, let's go for music. It is the 80s after all. So, Bruce Hornby is the range. C. I like the controls actually. It's just left and right and fire to press the buttons as if it was a pub trivia machine. There's a surprise. There's a Joker. Shall we try the Joker? Because that means we're doing 2 trivias to finish. Yes, let's see what the Joker does. Joker just lets you do a free pass. Excellent. Right, up to the top. This is going to be a first into the trivia one. No choice here. 200 points. Ho ho. What is the capital of Zambia? Ooh, it's not Cape Town. Harare. Ah, was it the middle one then? I lost 10 people. I've no money. Oh, game over. A new high score. Type your name. Ewan. Spacehead. Ooh, what if I get up to average? Let's see if we can get up to average. Okay, second round up. It's quite fun actually. Yeah, but it's still me. I'm guessing if you do, because it gave you the option of more than one. Let's pretend to be Jacob Rees-Mogg this time around. All my money on trivia. I hope it's Latin. Oh, please let it be Latin. There's a Joker. There's a sport. There's a showbiz. I really don't feel like sport in the moment, so let's just stay away. Let's stay on showbiz. He was Neil. Yeah, I knew that one. Okay, there's lots of nice little bleeps and noise music or trivia. Let's go for the music one again. Who recorded the album 12 Gold Bars? Quo. The quo to you out there. Joker or music? Either way. Oh, see, if I do music, I do sport. I want to avoid the sport, so let's take the Joker. Bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. That's going to get annoying by about round 4. I'm avoiding sport. Who discovered penicillin? It's Fleming. Yes! 1 to go. Top card. Right. 300 points. Which planet is known as the red planet? Mars. Or should it be Mars? look at that. 600. Grid busted. Way! That's what I go to school for. Oh, money maze. Find the cash. Okay, right then. Well, I think there was one under that Joker one there, so let's go for the showbiz question. Fred Flintstone's favourite sport is 10-pin bowling. Joker? Anything? No money yet. Music or trivia? Music. Because again, I've got to dodge the sport question. Okay, 150 points. James Galway. Is the flute? Yes, it is. Sport or music? No, music, mate. Music. Unless it's a question about Bros. Oh, Spandau Ballet, really? If anybody knows me, they'll know that. Oh, you cannot. If that being Duran Duran question, I would have been happy. Spandau, really? At least this high score table lets me delete. That's fine. Okay, right there. What did I get to? Dimwit. Right. That's not bad, actually. I'm enjoying this. Okay, let's do the review wise, and while we're doing that, let's just drop that off into the background there as well, and bring up the maces. I really enjoyed that. That's fun. I like that game. It's obviously based on Pyramid Golf. That solitaire game, not the actual golf game. I'll try sport question next time around, even though I hate sport questions and these sort of things, but you never know. And yep, okay, Planet. There's a couple. There's found one sparing error. I guess I'd have to play a fair amount of time to work out just how many questions and depths are, but it looks like you can load in more questions if you had the cassette tape. Or they were available as an extra download. It's at least programmers have thought about the option, so congratulations on that. Graphics. This isn't really one for graphics. This is more one about getting the text on screen and making sure that everything is nice and clear when you go through. And it certainly does that. I mean, it's got a good opening splash screen that has to be set. That certainly gets over, you've got your geography, you've got your cricket, you've got definitely not trying to be Indiana Jones in front of a pyramid, the machine in the middle. It's quite clear. The cassette inlay tape, it's very clear about what it is and the mechanic of the game. And let's just come back into the gameplay actually, and get us back going again. It's got lots of beeps and sounds and everything. These aren't quite in fitting, but I can see that you'd be able in a group of people, if you're doing multiple players, to all have a go at that one. I did better when I was pretending to be Reese Mogg last time, but this time I'll be Willie Reese Mogg, because at least he ran the BBC with my 10p from the license fee. So obviously there's a way to differentiate that. Maybe you could put your name in there rather than the highest score table, but it's not much. Control system. Obviously this is pre-mouse days. With a touch screen, this should be really easy to play. Even with a mouse, I can see where it's going, but at the same time, you don't have much to press. You don't have much to worry about. I promised I'd take a sport question, so let's take the sport question. Except this time I am going to pause that one. Oh no, we don't even need to pause it. You see, it's got that start button, so you can take time to settle in and get ready. You've got your question, you've got your 3 answers, you've got A, B, C. You've got to be relatively quick to get that, as we saw while I was trying to think through the Spandau Ballet question previously. But everything's nice and clear. You've got that time, instead of just having the question throw up, it ticks out, so you've got time to read it. All in all, this is really, really clean user interface. It's got some great sounds on it. The challenge of the questions, good so far. What do I sort of Belgian Jackie Yates? Oh, it's Formula 1 racing. Ha! Okay, that's a sport question I like. That doesn't mean I'm going to take another one. I'm going to take the joke in the next one round. And yeah, it's got some nice uplift music when you get the questions right. We'll go for a mystery question in the middle. You've got points available. Mega represents, well, a megabyte's 1,000, so it's going to be 1,000, isn't it? Oh. Great thing is, it doesn't tell you what the answer is. So when you come back round to that one, I'll have to guess again. Or I'll read in the comments how terrible I was at that. I suppose that's half the fun of and the danger of doing these things online. But there we go. Pub trivia. Now, they did a second one of these, as I seem to remember. Pub Trivia Simulator 2. You would think is the next one coming up there from Codemasters. Let me just have a look down the list on that one. No, I must be thinking of something else. Just the one. Possibly I'm thinking of Grand Prix Simulator, which had Grand Prix Simulator 2 as well. So, yeah, once more through. Let's run through, see if we can actually get some money this time. And you can follow along with me, as always, at twitch.tv. Not going to be Jacob this time. Going to be Wednesday Adams. Twitch.tv/UNSpence to watch live recordings and more chat as we go along. And you can follow me on Twitter personally, twitter.com/you, and I'm at YouTube. Search for Retro Spectrum. Who plays Ba in the A team? That'll be BA then. For bad attitude. It's initials, it's an acronym. Ah, bless. They probably had to type these quite quickly. And they probably had to type these on a Spectrum as well. Although in 1990 they would have had the proper keys and the +2A and the +3. So, and the +2. Okay, music, 100 questions. How many members are there in the band Brother Beyond? 3? There we go. Sorry, I was thinking Climby Fisher, but even then. Right, anyway, yeah, Dimwit. Yeah, that's probably about right. This is it. It's nice. It's relaxing. I was just going to bring the sound down a little bit in the background. That is a pub trivia simulator, I suppose, if you wanted to stay on board with the usual Codemasters way of doing things. Quite enjoying that. It's a nice little diversion. You can sit that in the corner. Not, Spectrum, not just for your big twitchy arcade games there as well. Yep, that's worth a little look. Definitely nice run of the mill. It's probably quite niche actually when you think about the Spectrum market. It's one of those ones where you'd love to see how much it's sold relatively and everything going through as well. You've got multiplayer options as well, so you can all play around the keyboard for a night in front of the Spectrum, because that's what you did in the 80s when you didn't have Twitch, where we all sit in and sit around the Spectrum, but spaced around the world. Love it. Anyway, to the guys running back that one at Supersonic Software, pub trivia from Codemasters it says 1989, but published in 1990, so it's probably go around about one of those Christmas releases. Yeah, I'm just going to stay on my quick list for a while. See how long it takes to get the questions coming around again. I suppose if YouTube's doing it properly, there's probably going to be a recommendation for Brother Beyond now. Anyway, I'm Ewan Spence. Catch you soon. Ta-ra for now.